it's kind of exciting to see, but kind of sad at the same time. But this car on screen now is my exact car. Like, that is my old car. So boys and girls, welcome everyone back to another YouTube video. Now guys, today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sitting down and basically having a look on Auto Trader for some cars. Because at the moment, as you've seen before, yeah, I've sold the M5, and I just want to say a massive thank you really for all the positive comments and sort of suggestions I actually had in that video. I was quite surprised with the outcome. I think like 99.9% of people said it was a good idea and sort of understood my reasoning and basically said you didn't even have to justify it. It just made sense and do whatever's best. So I really do appreciate that. But as I said, what I thought we would do is, because I've only got the Passat at the minute, I obviously need a car for the channel because the Passat probably isn't going to cut it. So I thought we would sit down on Auto Trader and basically go through a few cars I've got in mind as potentials for the next car. Now, I'm not going to let you know exactly what they are now, but I've got a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different types of cars. Very similar sort of category cars, and also in my opinion what will do well on YouTube. Now in a second we are going to go through these on Auto Trader together. However, if there are any sort of cars that I've not mentioned at all, feel free to comment them down below in the comment section. I'll definitely have a look at them and consider them. And also, if you're in the comment section and you see a car that you like it as well, so it obviously goes further up the list, so there's more chance of me seeing it. But without further ado, make sure you leave a like, rate, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let's head over to Auto Trader and see what's about. Now for some reason Auto Trader always wants a postcode, so I've just found a postcode that's like miles away from my house, but sort of in the same sort of area as the UK, just so we get some sort of, you know, ones that are kind of close. So the first one we're going to go for is a BMW 3 Series. We're going to click on more options and then we should be able to get the model variant. The one I was thinking is the 340i. We're going to want an automatic. Mileage, probably don't want it any more than 50,000 really. Maximum price is, we'll say 25 to be safe. And let's have a look on this, see what's about. So let's have a look at the first one here. So it's got like the competition wheels on it, which looks quite cool, like the M4 wheels. See, this looks nice. It does look really nice, but by the looks of it, it's already had some modifications. Now, I wonder if the cushion comes with it. I don't know what I think about getting a car that's already had some modifications, because the problem is with that, it's obviously been touched. Now, I don't really want a car that's been touched because I want to do that all myself. So ideally, we're going to look for a standard car. But that's, you know, that's in price range, which is good. Let's have a look at the red one here. This looks pretty standard. So it looks like it's got the M Performance side skirts there. Looks genuine. Now, I'm not keen on the wood. I know you can change that, but also the cream leather. Oh, no, thank you. I'd probably, to be fair, the white in the M5 was fine because it was basically like an off-white. Cream is a no-go, I think. This is sort of stealth, and it could look quite good if it was fully stealthed out. Looks like it's got adaptive headlights, pro nav, heated seats, reverse camera, and it is quite low mileage as well. There's not a lot of 340i's in the UK on Auto Trader. Yeah, see, that's just a bit out of budget, but it does look nice. I don't think this is the car for me, though. I don't think so. So next up, we're going to look at a completely different brand, Audi. Yeah, I know, I said it, Audi. I'm going to have a look at some RS3s just to see what's about. So here you got one that's, bear in mind I don't know much about Audis at all. I just know this has got the 2.5 litre in it. The 5-cylinder, which sounds pretty mega. So like this looks nice. Yeah, again, it's modified, but I can imagine a lot of these are going to be modified. And probably ragged all their life as well. So this is 2012 car with DSG in it. So it's quite an older car, and that's... RS3s hold their value well, very well. Like, that's 61,000 miles on it. Not keen on the colour either, let's have a look. Red, this is quite nice. Thing is, they do look nice, but I don't know if they're the car for me. They are good in respect of they're fast, they're tunable, you can do some modifications to them, but I just think they look a little bit dated now. Like, ever so slightly dated. And also, I just don't know if I can see myself in one. I really couldn't. Like, I love the fact you can just basically push it hard wherever. That is awesome. But, I don't know. Yeah, red ones look nice. So, to be fair, I'm going to probably knock this one straight off the list. Yeah, not sure about RS3. Now, I suppose that's going to be kind of the same for the S3. But by all means, I mean, they basically look the same. I know they've got different engines and stuff like that, and they're a lot cheaper, but you kind of get the idea. Let me know if you'd like to see one of those. You know, maybe it might pay off to try something different, but I have a feeling it'll be a bit like the M5. I'd have it for a little bit and be like, yeah, this isn't the car for me. But yeah, let me know. So next up, we're going to go back on to BMWs. So we're going to go BMW 2 Series M240i. put the budget 20 to 25. So like this, look, there you go, £20,440. It's pretty basic spec, so it is a manual as well. That would be quite fun, I'm not going to lie, a manual would be quite fun to try. I would probably have a manual if the Passat was an auto, so I have both. That's not got cruise control, not got adaptive headlights, not got heated seats, doesn't look like it's got no Harman Kardon. That's basically a completely basic spec 240, so you're just paying for like the two. I mean, it's also had a disgusting start-stop button on it. Yeah, we'll write that one off. But then, having a standard car, like with no options, gives me a lot of room for like content as well. So, there's positives and negatives. Let's have a look at this one from Kazoo. See, this looks nice. Don't mind the little spoiler. M4, looks like that's not the original rear diffuser. It's had a rear diffuser on it. Side skirts. Yet again, it's got like no spec whatsoever. Was one thing I think I need with BMWs, not being a snob at all, it's only because I've had Harman Kardon and I've not had Harman Kardon. Harman Kardon is 100% needed. ProNav, not really. Harman Kardon, 100%. Like cruise control, not needed. You can retrofit that quite easily. But yeah, Harman Kardon, you kind of need to have that. See, that's quite good. That's quite good. I don't like the car shop like photos and that they've got, but it's got no cruise control. It's got ProNav, heated seats, sunroof. Bet it doesn't have Harman Kardon. It's obviously got the new dials. It has got Harman Kardon as well. That's very good. And it's got red levers. I like that. That is nice. But it is that's the problem. It's a 68 plate, which means it's got the OPF/PPF/GPF, whatever it is, in it. So we can't have that. It's got to be between 2000 and... Well, it's got to be a 67 plate, basically. Or 18 plate. Well, no, basically it's got to be anything before a 68 plate. So 18 and back, basically. See, this is nice, and it's fairly close to where I live, but it is Spider-Man spec. Like, blue outside, red interior. This one looks quite nice. The thing is with this, right, grey looks all well and good, don't get me wrong. It's just, it won't stand out for YouTube. Do you know what I mean? Like, my red one, my red 140, just stood out really well. 21,700. It's got Harman Kardon, ProNav, heated seats. With only 33,000 miles on the clock, 21,700. That is very nice. We might have that as one of the contenders, because that is very nice. Now this one I've had a look at quite a lot, because it's in Sunset Orange, which is a colour I absolutely love. The only problem with Sunset Orange is the price tag. You always pay more for Sunset Orange. I don't know why. It just seems, you try to find like a cheap car that's got a decent spec, that's in Sunset Orange, that's not like through the roof. Like, this is 52,000 miles, 25 grand. But it has got LSD, it has got the M Performance Kit, ProNav, H&R anti-roll bars, spacers and stuff like that. So it's not too bad. Yeah, I don't want to get a modified one, I do want to get a standard one. So yeah, again, this is nice again, but it's not got Harman Kardon. This is kind of one thing I do like, is obviously I had a 118i without Harman Kardon and pretty decent spec other than that. But then I went to a 140 and I kind of know what spec I want to kind of combine it, if that makes sense. What sort of spec I don't need and what I do need kind of thing. See, this is nice, but it's 24 grand. Oh, God, I'm tired. So it's 24 grand, but it's only done 27,000 miles. And it's the new interior. That is very nice. That is nice, I like that. So next up, we're going to have a look at Golf Rs. Now, to be fair, I don't think I've ever looked up Golf Rs on Auto Trader, if I'm going to be truly honest. Never even touched them. Colours, let's have a look at what colours we can do. Probably white, red, yellow, green. Yeah, okay. That's probably all I'd have them in. Blue is just typical, like, Golf R, isn't it? So, and then I'll probably put the mileage, no more than 45,000. See, like, instantly, I hate to say it because it's Golf, but it looks quite nice, that. It generally does look quite nice. The only problem I have is I don't know if it would be a bit boring. Now, see how it does look smart. So yeah, if you have a look at this, like, this is another thing that sort of puts me off. When I had the Cupra, I wasn't keen on that car. Now this interior is basically identical. Exact same handbrake button, all this looks very similar. All this is very similar. And to be fair, I really didn't like that Cupra I had. By all means, it was a cracking hire car. Don't get me wrong, but don't know if I could have one. So this looks nice again. They do look nice, but I don't know. It's more, I don't know. I don't know if I can have one though. Oh, see that looks cool. That's got like a pan roof. Oh, I don't like those seats though. No, thank you. Also, with these sort of cars, I don't know what sort of spec is good. Do you know what I mean? Like with the 140s and the BMWs, I know like Harman Kardon. I have no idea in these. Not a Scooby-Doo. See, look. Next up, we could consider an M4, but the only problem is if I do get an M4, the one I'd be able to get is probably going to have quite a lot of miles on it. Now, I don't know how reliable they are. They seem to be pretty reliable as long as you get the crank hubs done. And they're not stupid price to get done. They're pretty expensive, but if you can get a cheaper M4, then obviously you can put the money in and buy a crank hub with it. But like this look, for example, you could probably push to this. And that looks that looks so nice. Or even cheaper again, but this is a private. This M4. Oh, in a manual as well. That's cool. That is cool. I would want to try a manual again. The kind of reason why I got an Auto 140 rather than a manual was because my feet are size 12 and I wear like a lot of Nike Air Forces and that sort of style shoe, and they're just massive. So when I used to go on my 118i and I put the clutch in, I'd slam my foot on the brake as well, and all my passengers just fly forward. So it was quite annoying. So that's kind of why I went to auto. Yeah, there's a nice one there. It's Cat S. Don't really want a Cat S or any sort of category car, to be fair. See, this one looks nice, black, but yeah. So that looks nice, but it's just quite high mileage. It doesn't look like it's done loads of miles, but it depends what it looks like up close, doesn't it? Okay, so we're going to go on to the car you've all been waiting for, okay? We're going to go on to M140i's. Now, I know you guys have said that you want to see another one on the channel. Now, let me know if you comment down below if you want to see an M140i, and obviously that's on quite high up on the list of what cars I want to get. Obviously, I'm still having a look, but yeah, a 140i would kind of make sense to get again and kind of finish what I started. But have a look at this one here, look. This is from Better Performance, and it's quite good spec, but it is a 5-door, and I don't want a 5-door. If I'm going to get another one, I'm going to get a 3-door, so let's do that. So we'll do price range, 25, then we're going to want mileage, no more than like 45,000, gearbox, we're going to want auto, 3-door, and then colour is going to be orange, white, red. Yeah, that's probably it, to be fair. Orange, white and red. See, this one here, look, looks quite nice. And this is the 67 plate, so it's the facelift interior. Sunset orange, I guarantee it's going to have white seats. They all have white seats. Oh, even better, brown. No thanks. Let's have a look at another one. That's not got a particularly good spec. Yes, see, yeah, again, this is the GPF, OPF cars. Got to be pre, or else it kind of like MOTs get a bit dodgy. So boys and girls, what I'm actually going to show you now is pretty insane, and it's kind of exciting to see but kind of sad at the same time. But this car on screen now is my exact car. Like, that is my old car. Now obviously there's a lot of 140s that look like this, don't get me wrong, but do you know how I know this is definitely mine? For one, his plate looks like the name of who bought it, and if you go over here, they've got all the same modifications. Apart from there's horrible wind reflectors, don't like those at all. But if you go around on the photos, this bit here, look, if you look on the wing mirror, that's exactly where I hit a pigeon a long time ago before it even got written off. Like, I hit a pigeon and then literally days later it got written off. But yeah, that's literally the mark from where I hit the pigeon. And also, if you look around the car, it's got all the exact modifications that I had. Like, it's got the exact same mileage, it's got the paddles, it's got the stickers that we put on. There, down there, it's got the lights that I put in. Like, everything is there. Even like I don't know, it's 100% my car. I don't know why they're taking the boot ring off, but I guess that was when they resprayed it. But another thing you can see here, can you see the exhaust, look? It's not straight. The exhaust there, look, it's got a bigger gap than it does there. And you could be like, oh, that's just a photo. But no, it's not, because I've seen other photos as well, and they're like that. But yeah, that is my old car, which is pretty mad, and it is up for a really good price. Well, okay, no, it's not. It's a good price if it was a category car. But obviously I know the history of this. I don't know where it's been repaired, but that is that's a cheap price, do you know what I mean? That's like £3 off what I paid for it. Yeah, that's pretty sad. But there we go, boys and girls. That is kind of where I'm going to leave today's video. I don't know how well this is going to turn out. I've never done sort of a video where I sit down and go through Auto Trader, so hopefully you did actually go ahead and enjoy it. Let me know kind of what car you're wanting to see on the channel. I have a feeling you're going to probably say 140, 240 or 340. Guarantee you say one of those. By all means, let me know about the other cars. Even if there's cars that I've not even thought about, let me know, because I honestly would love to hear sort of your feedback, and I'll definitely have a look for all your ideas and go from there. But potentially the next video you see now will be the new car. Hopefully I'll put this video out, look at the feedback, and then go search for a car, and that's sort of the next video, I would imagine. But yeah, honestly, I'm excited to see what we get next. It would be really nice to sort of continue what I started with the 140s, just because of how popular they are. So a lot of people go on the internet and search on them, and also there's loads of modifications, loads of companies to work with, and also they're reliable and quite cheap to run. So yeah, let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback. But other than that, guys, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. I shall catch you guys very soon in a brand new video.